always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Washington Huskies. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Michigan State's offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Spartans decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple years ago. Such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
Caught over the middle. It's Collier. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little far.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On the move, he fires. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball to hit.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Williams looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarter...
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Goes for the tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Collier. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Graves. Throwing right. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Coming out with it, it's Clark. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Quickly to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Williams will pass. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Washington sends out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on...
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Offense scoops it up and still going.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. This offense has it with really good field position. Williams looking for a man. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find him.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. And the Spartans come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the button, see what he can get. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down there and score a touchdown.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Graves. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Finds a man on the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are...
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Try to get it to the edge. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it as they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride, stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Washington sends out the punt team. Here's the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years, the big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Shakes off the defender. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Graves. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Spartans will line up to punt it away.
Number 17,
catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Things did not go on the way they had planned. Maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Lawson.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Got a man. It's Williams. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Williams looking for a man. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Harris. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Big kick here can claw them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Graves. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do it.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, at least no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Here's the pressure. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Gotta have it here on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. football with the run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Back to throw, it's Graves. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot. And his first throw here is incomplete.
You know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked